Dozens of people still missing in the East Bay Inferno. We'll have a live report. And the system people have set up to track one another. We'll take you there live.
Also tonight, more schools are opening up again, how lost pets are being found, and terrible news for America's car makers and how it'll affect you. And what do you think happened tonight when the star of Naked Gun 2 went to the White House for a state dinner? The story on Nightcast.
It's double time at McDonald's, so you gotta move fast. It's a double deal that just won't last. McDonald's double cheeseburger is here, just as good as before, but now you can buy one with a whole lot more. Fries and Coke, that is. So what are you waiting for? Put on your shoes. For $2.99, you can't lose. A double patty, fries and Coke is big, big news. More for your money. That's McDonald's today. Double time.
There is a place where freshness begins, here on the Central Valley Farms, the place we call home at St. Mart. And because we live here, freshness is a little easier for us to come by. So easy, we're the only store that assures it, with a gold seal.
In Fulton County Stadium, Minnesota's Brian Harper, the catcher, recorded 2 outs in 1 inning, but Mark Lemke got by him in the 9th, and the series is now tied. Minnesota took a 1-0 lead in the 2nd, but the Braves answered in the 3rd. Terry Pendleton takes Jack Morris deep to right for a 1-1 game. In the 5th, Pendleton was at the plate with Lonnie Smith on second.
Pendleton drills one to deep center. Lonnie Smith is going to head for third. Nobody out. They're sending him home. A late throw by Knobloch and out! Harper held the ball. Pendleton ends up at third.
And this play is worth the 2nd and 3rd luck. Just a brilliant effort by Harper with both the short hop and surviving the collision with Smith. The Braves had committed a cardinal sin, making the first out of an inning at home. And the 2nd out of the inning was also at the plate. Dave Justice is up with 2 men aboard, but Pendleton is tagged out by Harper after the pitch in the dirt. Atlanta wasted a golden opportunity. And the Twins went back in front in the 7th. Mike Pagliarulo nails a John Smoltz pitch beyond both Justice and the right field fence and make it 2-1 Twins. But in the bottom of the inning, Atlanta went long ball again. Smith jolts Carl Willis for this blast to straightaway center. Smith homered last night as well. It remained 2-all until the 9th. Then with 1 out, Lemke juices one to the gap in left center. Dan Gladden can't catch up to it. It's a triple for the man who got the game-winning hit last night after an intentional walk. Former Giant Steve Bedrosian faced former A's catcher Jerry Willard, and here's the call.
That's going to be a winner for Atlanta. The runner tags at third. Here's the throw from Matt. Here's Lemke. He is
At first glance, it appeared the Twins had been jobbed out of a super play by both Shane Mack and Harper, but a closer look at the replay indicates that Harper nudged Lemke with an elbow, but Lemke looks as if he avoided Harper's glove. The Braves have certainly avoided having the series end in Atlanta. We're now assured of at least 6 games after tonight's 3-2 thriller. And the Sharks open a 7-game road trip tonight by losing in Hartford. That score 3-0. San Jose has now lost 7 in a row, but that's not bad playing on the road for an expansion team.
Yeah, they're just starting out. What about that play, that collision in there? What do you think about that?
Well, I don't know. What do you think about it? That's what's important.
But he just wanted to get the ball loose, and then Harper held on to it.
Yes, he did. That's exactly what he wanted to do.
So all is fair and all that, huh?
All is fair in love and war. And in baseball games sometimes.
On to Game 5.
Yeah.
Thanks, Wayne.
The question remains, could the fire disasters somehow have been avoided? In a moment, we'll show you how a fire prevention program is working just over the hill from the devastated area.
I'm here for the surf and turf, beef and reef. You start with a nice steak. And hey, shrimp.
A juicy sirloin steak and crispy golden shrimp. Plus now, our incredible salad bar. Free. Sizzler steak and all-you-can-eat shrimp and free salad bar.
Surf and turf, sand and land, sea and...
Sizzler. You work the bar, we'll work the grill.
Sizzler.
seem to like shortcuts. One reason Bank of America offers the Versatile card with every checking account. It lets you buy gas and groceries, get cash, make deposits, even get a mini statement. The Versatile card. The shortest distance between you and your money. Bank of America.
The firestorm did its worst damage right next to land owned by the University of California at Berkeley. UC has a project that manages the fire hazard on that land and deals with those highly flammable eucalyptus trees. Environmental reporter Doug McConnell went there to see how their program works.
This is Strawberry Canyon, just above the city of Berkeley. It's owned and managed by the University of California and is just one canyon north of where Sunday's firestorm occurred. But this environment has been carefully managed to diminish the risks of fire.
We were trying to reduce the possibility of a fire destroying the homes and the research facilities on university property and reduce the chance that a fire would escape university property and burn into private or other public lands.
During the past 5 years, some eucalyptus have been cleared and replaced by native grasses that are easier to control in times of fire. In one area where flammable eucalyptus once grew, bay trees are flourishing and native oaks have been planted. They do not ignite with as much ferocity as eucalyptus.
This particular location will be much less flammable. The eucalyptus had a tremendous amount of dead material in its stand.
But not all eucalyptus have had to be eliminated. This grove just had to be cleaned up.
Until just recently, there were about 30 tons of dried bark and leaves and litter that had fallen from the trees here on the ground. But well, that was cleaned up by a controlled burn, and the trees themselves were pruned so that the branches are way up high. And that, too, reduces the fire hazard.
Just a few yards from Cal's Memorial Stadium, controlled burns have also cleared burnable debris from beneath pine trees.
We've really reduced the potential for damage, especially along the boundaries as well as by the homes. And we've reduced the possibility of a fire sweeping down into the campus itself.
5 years ago, Strawberry Canyon was perhaps more combustible than the area that did ignite on Sunday. Its buildings and homes were vulnerable. It is today a safer place because of careful planning and thoughtful action. In Strawberry Canyon above Berkeley, Doug McConnell, Channel 5, Eyewitness News.
UC looked at other fires like the 1923 blaze that destroyed more than 500 homes in Berkeley to design the fire prevention program. And the university says it couldn't have worked without the cooperation of nearby landowners, fire departments, and many others.
No matter where you live in the Bay Area, the fire has touched all of us. We'd like to hear what you have to say about the story and the way Eyewitness News covered it. If you have access to a fax machine, you can send your comments quickly to this number, area code 415-765-8636. This Friday, we'll bring you some of those comments in our Letters to Channel 5 segment.
The big national stories when we come back, including flames and explosions in Florida today, but this time it was planned by Hollywood producers.
So many people buying Nissan trucks because they have more horsepower than any import brand V6 compact pickup, or because they have the best resale value in their class, or the deepest cargo bed, or rear anti-lock brakes, or because they're so versatile, or have so many standard features, or because they're so...
Nissan trucks. Buy one for all its value. Drive one for all it's worth.
Hello there! Oh, what a surprise. What are all these people doing here?
Oh, PG&E gets visitors from all over the world.
Como esta? To you, too. Why PG&E?
Because we have one of the most innovative energy systems in the world.
Konnichiwa. But you can't supply the whole world with energy.
Well, no, but we can show them how to manage energy and still improve the environment.
Zdravstvuyte!
Well, do you actually know all these people?
Sure, you know I do get around.
I can imagine.
Here's a taste we guarantee you'll love. With lean pastrami, melted Swiss. You're gonna love the new pastrami melt at Jack in the Box, or your money back, guaranteed.
This is the only breakfast sandwich I know that's on grilled sourdough. And that's all I need to know.
Only Jack in the Box puts a fresh egg, ham, and melting cheese on grilled sourdough. The new sourdough breakfast sandwich.
The fire has been our main story for days. There are other items in the news. For instance, the man known as the suicide doctor says he has helped 2 more women kill themselves. A lawyer for Dr. Jack Kevorkian made their claim tonight on a TV station in Detroit. The bodies were found in a cabin about 40 miles north of Detroit. Kevorkian was charged with murder last year after he connected a patient with Alzheimer's to a suicide machine. The charges were later dismissed.
Clarence Thomas became a justice of the Supreme Court today, sworn in by Chief Justice William Rehnquist, and that is the final step. Last week, he took the constitutional oath at a ceremony at the White House. Today's ceremony was private. Thomas didn't appear until afterwards when he went home. A public ceremony was postponed after Justice Rehnquist's wife died of cancer last week.
The Secret Service says it may have foiled an assassination plot against President Bush. Grenade launchers and a dozen illegal automatic weapons were found among 34 firearms seized at the home of Thomas Ward in Oxnard. A neighbor says Ward talked about shooting the president at the opening of the Ronald Reagan Library next month. Along with the guns, police found 27,000 rounds of ammunition.
In San Francisco, people brought guns into the police department all day. It is the first day of a new buyout program. Every person who turns a gun in gets $50 for it. People are doing it, and they brought in everything from pistols to rifles and sawed-off shotguns.
I've had this gun for 26 years in the trunk, and I thought time to get rid of it.
Well, my wife doesn't like it laying around the house, so I just decided I'd $50. Hey, that's 2 weeks worth of gas.
One gun dealer brought in 35 weapons and came away with $1,750. It is so successful that police are running out of money. They have less than $1,000 left for the program.
A big bang in Orlando, Florida last night, all for the sake of Hollywood. The city needed to get rid of its old town hall, and the crew of Lethal Weapon 3 needed to stage a big opening scene. Here's what happened. The special effects crew isn't finished with the building yet. The next step will be to make it implode and collapse.
More thrills coming up. We'll tell you about the talk of Bakersfield when we come back. You might call it Christo meets the Mai Tai.
First, AT&T Pro Wats gave your business savings on calls to 177 countries. Now we're giving you even more. An extra 10% off on direct dial calls to the country that means the most to your business. You can pick anyone. Introducing our favorite nation option. It's designed for the world, however your business sees it. Call now to sign up.
A new Ford Escort LX for $99.99. Which Escort LX? It's the price of the 3-door, the new 4-door sedan, the 5-door, and even the wagon. That's right, it's your choice. 4 Escorts, 1 price. And all equipped with air conditioning, AM/FM stereo radio, power steering, rear defroster, power mirrors, and more. Have you ever wished buying a car could be this easy? Have you driven a Ford lately?
A new chapter in the computer age. How would you like to walk up to your neighborhood ATM, punch in a few buttons, and get a birth certificate, a driver's license, even a job? It could happen if the Info California kiosks take off. They just started testing them in Sacramento and San Diego. The computers provide information about 90 different state services, including job referrals. If people use them enough, they'll be installed in other cities, and more services will be added, like renewing driver's licenses and getting copies of birth certificates.
Coming up at 11 on Nightcast, stories that haven't been told yet about the fire, the incredible stories of how some homes were saved. You'll meet the heroes who risked their lives to help other people. A special memorial tonight for the people who died, and how you can get one of these T-shirts. Just buying one will help out the people who survived the fire. Plus, we'll have updated information about the search for missing people in the East Bay fire, and we'll have a live report. That's at 11 o'clock tonight on Nightcast.
Before we go, a trip to Southern California to a forest of umbrellas. No, we're not talking about Cristo. These are Mai Tai umbrellas spread out around a hospital in Bakersfield, 1,400 of them, each 4 inches high. They're the brainchild of a heart surgeon named Craig Saunders. He says he tries to be an artist in the operating room, too. The problem is, when he's done, no one can see his work.
Complete with little helicopters.
Yes. And that's it for this special edition of Eyewitness News at 6. A little bit late. I'm Dave McElhatton.
And I'm Kate Kelly. Thanks for joining us. We hope to see you at 11 for Nightcast. Good night.
His was a humble ambition that mounted quickly and blinded him from the growing evil.
Changes are going to happen. They're happening now.
Through it, Albert Speer became a driven man whose conflict of conscience and ambition compelled him to raise a monument to a madman. A searing two-part epic based on Speer's own account.
None of this is going to last.
You're building to glorify a tyranny.
With an all-star cast featuring Rutger Hauer, Inside the Third Reich.
Coming up next on Channel 5.
How can it be that an automobile, a mere 9 inches larger on the outside, gives you over 2 feet more room on the inside? Maybe it's the new math. The 1992 Toyota Camry. We just couldn't leave well enough alone.
Come see the all-new Toyota Camry. Roomier, safer, quieter, and more powerful at your Toyota dealer now.
You're feeling cool, and you're looking hot, like a kid who's dressed to have fun. You must have gone to Mervyn's, the store with casual clothes at totally great prices. Casual clothes that last as long as you do. Mervyn's, for the clothes you love to live in.
Something new, you're gonna love it. From KFC, it's called the Gold Bucket. Pick any kind, just $5.99. At KFC, it's Gold Bucket time.
KFC introduces $5.99 Gold Buckets. Enjoy original recipe, hot wings, or extra tasty crispy chicken. Choose any one for just $5.99.
Nobody's cooking like today's KFC. Nobody's cooking like today's KFC. Nobody.
The shocking true story, Inside the Third Reich, will return right after these messages.
Get the lowest prices with guaranteed hot buys from Safeway.
This week's Hot Buy is tender and lean USDA Select T-bone steak at only $2.99 a pound. You save up to $2 a pound. Like all Safeway meat, the fat is trimmed within 1/4 of an inch, and these steaks are 100% guaranteed to meet your satisfaction.
Get low prices, guaranteed. Shop Safeway and save.
We promise to love and honor, but not to always tell each other when we write a check or remember to deposit one. In the interest of domestic tranquility, Bank of America introduces Quick Look, an instant mini statement anytime with the Versatile card. Quick Look, because we'd much rather love and honor than interrogate. Bank of America.
A hospital stay can be pretty intimidating. The medical system is big, it's
complex.
Our job is to show people the way through it.
Our relationship with doctors and hospitals is long-term. We do more than just get the bill paid.
People call, they're under stress. Often I can give them an answer in a couple of seconds. You can just hear the relief. That's why this job is very satisfying.
Blue Cross of California. We make the system work for you.
Sometimes good health care simply means having someone to call when you need answers.
Coming on video cassette. It isn't easy getting a movie this big into a box this small. Arnold Schwarzenegger, T2, coming on video cassette. Ask your video store about purchasing previously viewed cassettes. The Adolfo Tuxedo, Saks price $425. C&R, $100 less every day. C&R, what a difference a store makes.
When November 1st comes, it's an exciting time. You know, that's a scary moment. I always get butterflies on opening night.
Basketball is back.
Catch it on Channel 5.
There's only one place for the tip-off.
Your Bay Area sports station.
The Golden State Warriors, November 1st.
You know, we'll be ready.
Hey, you got to play.
On Channel 5, your Bay Area sports station.
It's double time at McDonald's, so you gotta move fast. It's a double deal that just won't last. McDonald's double cheeseburger is here, just as good as before, but now you can buy one with a whole lot more. Fries and Coke, that is. So what are you waiting for? Put on your shoes for $2.99. You can't lose a double patty, fries and Coke. It's big, big news. More for your money. That's McDonald's today. Double time.
Only love. I think we want to love more than we want to be loved. Only love can make you can't look for love. It finds you when you're ready. Only that. I am more open to love now that I'm older.
Only Nana makes love sound like this on Philips CDs and cassettes.
I feel good talking to you about Almay. I believe in Almay. For almost 60 years, Almay has created the products that help keep our skin cared for, protected, beautiful. Always effective, always sensitive, always hypoallergenic. Like Almay antiperspirant. It's really effective, it really works. And it's sensitive on your skin, too. Almay antiperspirant. I really believe in Almay.
Your Channel 5 news team. The shocking true story inside the Third Reich will return right after these messages.
Hey, that power pole looks just like a real tree.
This is a tree, but it can help folks save energy.
What, do you hang a hammock on it?
Actually, trees in the right places can reduce a home's heating and cooling needs.
That sounds kind of shady.
Exactly, when they're near windows and air conditioners. In fact, PG&E will even help people identify the best trees and the right locations.
So you could say your business is growing?
Well, it's a branch of the company.
Get along. Get hip, little doggy, get along.
Feel like one of the herd when you fly to L.A.? Come over to Delta with convenient hourly flights, gourmet snacks, and our famous person-to-person service.
Don't be singing the cow boogie, fly the Delta way. Come-a-ta-ya-ya-yay, come-a-ta-ya-ya-yay, come-a-ta-ya-ya-yay.
One of these travelers knows that some payphones are connected to operator service companies you've never heard of. Some who can charge 2 to 3 times more than AT&T for long-distance calls. One of them knows a way to avoid being overcharged is to dial 10-ATT-0 and the number. Which one knows all this? The one who isn't being taken to the cleaners. 10-ATT-0 for fair prices and quality service. We're always there to help.
There is a place where freshness begins. Here on the Central Valley Farms. The place we call home at Save Mart. And because we live here, freshness is a little easier for us to come by. So easy, we're the only store that assures it with a Gold Seal money-back guarantee. We've been delivering it to smart shoppers from our very earliest days at Save Mart. From this place where freshness is born every single day.
And now, from the Channel 5 newsroom, Dave McElhatton.
Tonight on Nightcast, good news to report about the fire. Officials have downgraded the number of dead and missing. We'll have a live update for you. And stories about heroes in the fire are starting to surface tonight. The man who saved his neighbors' homes. And the special memorial service tonight. Remember those who lost their lives to the firestorm. And how these T-shirts will help people who survived but lost everything else.
Don't miss the store-wide savings and values this Thursday and Friday, 10 a.m. till 10 p.m.
White Flower Day at Macy's.
And a sneak preview of the summer blockbuster Lethal Weapon 3.
In the art of making beer, no one has explored the essence of refreshment like Coors. And now we've discovered a way to double chill a beer, to lock in the refreshing dry cold of the Rockies. The result is a unique cold sensation and a finish as clean as ice. Introducing double chilled Coors Dry. Only Coors does it. Coors Dry has it. Cold from the start, clean to the finish. Coors Dry. Feel the chill.
Lady, in all my years as a plumber, I've never seen worse.
Oh,
We had to take down the entire wall.
my head.
With a little luck, we'll have the water back on in a couple of weeks.
Where's my Anacin?
When you've got a splitting headache, reach for Anacin. Anacin relieves headache pain better than regular strength Bear or Bufferin.
Glad you're feeling better, lady. Here's my bill.
Anacin, strong pain relief for splitting headaches.
Morning, Bob.
Morning, guys.
Sorry to rush you, but we're running a little late.
No problem. Lots to do today. Big day.
All right?
Got those Miller contracts to get out.
Yeah?
Got the Peabody mess to sort through.
Uh-huh.
And the guys upstairs breathing down my neck.
Yeah, go, huh?
Work has a way of cutting us off from the outside world.
See you at 5, Bob.
So find out what happened between 9 and 5 in The Examiner, the afternoon paper.
Newsweek says it's provocative.
Would you like to know how to solve the problem of evil?
Rolling Stone says mesmerizing.
No, man, because if I did, then I'd be out of a job.
Joe Mantegna in David Mamet's Homicide.
Now at select theaters, opens everywhere October 20.
There is a place where freshness begins. Here on the Central Valley Farms. The place we call home at Save Mart. And because we live here, freshness is a little easier for us to come by. So easy, we're the only store that assures it with a Gold Seal money-back guarantee. We've been delivering it to smart shoppers from our very earliest days at Save Mart. From this place, where freshness is born every single day.
The Easy Spirit Color Playoffs. Purple versus metallic.
Feels like a sneaker. Looks like fun. Feels like a sneaker.
The one and only Easy Spirit Shock Blocker Pumps.
There really is a sneaker inside these little pumps.
You can walk in style and still smile.
Spirit. Easy Spirit at Nordstrom.
The shocking true story inside the Third Reich will return right after these messages.
I'm here for the surf and turf, beef and reef. You start with a nice steak. And hey, shrimp.
A juicy sirloin steak and crispy golden shrimp. Plus now, our incredible salad bar. Free. Sizzler steak and all-you-can-eat shrimp and free salad bar.
Surf and turf, sand and land, sea and...
Sizzler. You work the bar. We'll work the grill.
Sizzler. White Flower Day at Macy's.
This Thursday and Friday, men's American designer collections are 25 to 50% off. All regular price junior fast turn sweaters are 50% off. Take $25 to $300 more off all TVs, camcorders, and VCRs. That's this Thursday and Friday, 10 till 10.
White Flower Day at Macy's. White Flower Day at Macy's. White...
Americans seem to like shortcuts. One reason Bank of America offers the Versatile card with every checking account. It lets you buy gas and groceries, get cash, make deposits, even get a mini statement. The Versatel card. The shortest distance between you and your money. Bank of America.
This woman's in bed with a terrible cold, keeping her from all she has to do. None of us want to be stuck with a bed cold. Stubborn congestion, constantly runny noses, rising fevers, aching bodies. But we don't have to give in to a bed cold. There's Benadryl Plus Cold. Benadryl is a name that stands for strength. Strength you can count on to help get you out of bed. Day or night, there's Benadryl Plus Cold. The Benadryl's strong enough for the bed cold.
The Ross Fall Clearance. Save on menswear, women's wear, kids wear, playwear, sleepwear, sportswear, dresswear, casual wear. The Ross Fall Clearance, now.
My. Oh yeah, my good friend Charlie Brown's.
I feel good talking to you about Almay. I believe in Almay. For almost 60 years, Almay has created the products that help keep our skin cared for, protected, beautiful. Always effective, always sensitive, always hypoallergenic. Like Almay Longest Lashes Mascara. It really lengthens your lashes, naturally, without fibers flaking, clumping, or spiking. It's smudge-proof, too. I really believe in Almay.
Think about some of your toughest stains. Your most difficult. Your most painful. For these, you might think of trying a pre-treater. Think again of Era Plus, detergent with stain removers built in. Because if you compare Era Plus and this best-selling pre-treater head-to-head, you're in for a powerful revelation. So when you think of stains, think of this. It's Era Plus or else.
The shocking true story inside the Third Reich will return right after these messages.
Morning, Bob.
Morning, guys.
Sorry to rush you, but we're running a little late.
No problem. Lots to do today. Big day.
All right?
Got those Miller contracts to get out.
Yeah?
Got the Peabody mess to sort through.
Uh-huh.
And the guys upstairs breathing down my neck.
Yeah, go, huh?
Work has a way of cutting us off from the outside world.
See you at 5, Bob.
So find out what happened between 9 and 5 in The Examiner, the afternoon paper.
This is as right can be. The 91 Mazda Protégé. A great compact sedan and a great value anytime. But even better now that your Mazda dealer's making room for the 92s. Get a 91 Protégé and you'll get $1,000 cash back that you can even put against your down payment. But to get it, you know what you've got to do. And you know when. Right now.
At your Northern California Mazda dealer, now.
We promise to love and honor, but not to always tell each other when we write a check or remember to deposit one. In the interest of domestic tranquility, Bank of America introduces Quick Look, an instant mini statement anytime with the Versatel card. Quick Look, because we'd much rather love and honor than interrogate. Bank of America.
Of all the important safety features we put in the new Camry, some may seem a bit extravagant.
Stronger body construction, child protector rear door locks, rear seat headrests, adjustable front seat belt anchors, standard driver's side airbag, available anti-lock brakes.
But when it came to safety, we didn't ask what it costs. We asked what it could save.
Come see the all-new Toyota Camry. Roomier, safer, quieter, and more powerful at your Toyota dealer now.
You're in danger, aren't you? I can tell.
We have been at war for 42 months now, and we are losing on all fronts. You know it. I know it. And even he knows it.
Betrayal, paranoia, the mad dream crumbles.
What man are you, Reich Minister?
Don't go to Auschwitz.
Let General Patton and his killers come through and smell their rotting carcasses.
I've been thinking about killing him.
The conclusion inside the Third Reich.
This is a list of titles compiled in cooperation with the American Library Association, giving additional information about Albert Speer and Nazi Germany. Adolf Hitler by John Toland. Berlin Diary by William L. Shirer.
Hitler by Joachim C. Fest. The Rise and Fall of the Third Reich by William L. Shirer. Check your library or bookstore for these and other titles on this subject.
Nightcast is next. Tonight, the search continues for fire victims, but new reports of fewer dead and fewer missing. We'll have a live update. And how one man saved an entire neighborhood. He's just one fire hero you'll meet on Nightcast.
Also in this crisis, many people are just helping out, and we'll have that report. Plus, a father's first meeting with his daughter, born while he was a hostage in Lebanon. And you know this famous movie scene, but you'll get a sneak preview of the newest Lethal Weapon movie next on Nightcast.
What is live?
It's here, it's now.
On the spot. What is live news?
Right as it's happening.
You're seeing the whole thing unedited.
When you want it live.
Keeps you up to date as to what's going on.
It's nice to see somebody being candid in front of the camera.
When you need to know.
I watch Channel 5.
We need to know things as they happen.
Look for it on Channel 5.
It's live. You know, that's a real television.
If it's live, it's on Channel 5.
The Easy Spirit Color Playoffs. Purple versus metallic.
Feels like a sneaker. Looks like fun. Feels like a sneaker.
The one and only Easy Spirit Shock Blocker Pumps.
There really is a sneaker inside these little pumps.
You can walk in style and still smile.
Spirit. Easy Spirit at Macy's.
You can't do any righter than this. Get a 91 Mazda 626 sedan. Your Mazda dealer's clearing out all the 91s to make room for the 92s. That means deal. Get a 91 626 now and you'll get $1,500 cash back from Mazda. You can put it toward your down payment if you like, but to get it, get to your Mazda dealer right now.
At your Northern California Mazda dealer now.
Your Channel 5 news team. Dave McElhatton, Kate Kelly, Wayne Walker, and Brian Sussman. This is KPIX Eyewitness News Nightcast.
The evacuation was so frantic the road is still jammed with burnout wrecks of cars that didn't make it. Now, tonight, searchers are combing this section of the Oakland Hills for victims who may not have made it either. Also tonight, hundreds of parishioners, driven from their own church by the fire, packed the pews of another, grateful for their own survival but grieving for those who died. Good evening. The East Bay fire has officially been declared under control, but how it's finally ended is not as disturbing as the way it may have started. Investigators now looking for evidence that the storm of death was arson. But there is some encouraging news. Tonight, the number of victims who died in the fire has been adjusted downward to 22, and the number of officially missing, according to the Oakland Police now, has also been revised downward to just 3. They're identified as Douglas Bennett, Emmett O'Neill, and Pamela Robertson. If you have any information on their whereabouts, you are asked to call the Oakland Police. So far, the bodies have been found around the Hiller Highlands area. That's where Doug Murphy is tonight, following the search for more victims. Doug?
Dave, we're in one of the houses here on Binnacle, and this house was searched thoroughly today. Reportedly, the owner of this home is missing, hasn't been seen since the fire. And as I said, it was searched. Nothing was turned up here today. But in this search, in its own grim way, there was success today as the remains of more bodies, more victims of the fire were found. A major effort today as far as the search goes, and they moved in here today both on 2 and 4 legs. The dog is Machin, one of a dozen search dogs that worked the Hiller Highlands today. With handler Newell Hubbard, they searched the house, or what's left of it, at 1380 Grandview.
They've been trained